What's up YouTube? Gravy here, and today we're doing the installation guide for our Gavinfuzzy Customs Pump Action Retaliator kit. So without further ado, let's just go to the workbench, look at the tools we're going to need, and get started on how I'm going to be installing this. Okay folks, so it's come time to install our Gavinfuzzy Retaliator Pump Kit. So this is going to be the Retaliator that I'm going to be using for the kit. This is my Sonic Ice all orange Modwork stage Retaliator kit. Now I have removed the front end or the stage 3 silencer barrel attachment, whatever you want to call it, from the front of this, because it's going to have to come off. We're going to have to put back on the old one, which means it's going to go from a full orange Modwork kit to just the stage 1 and 2. But with that, I'll be able to use the front barrel again and be able to use the pump grip. Now the tools you're going to need for this are screwdrivers to basically open the kit, and a pair of Allen wrenches or hex screwdrivers in order to attach these, which if I remember correctly, I believe are called M3 and M5 respectively. These are the M3s, the smaller ones, and the M5s are the bigger ones. Now I'm not sure what that is going from metric to imperial, but from my little set of Allen keys here, the ones I'm using for it are a 7/64 and a 5/64. So if that helps with anything. Now, some people have said to try and use a hammer in case you have trouble getting the arms in. Now, I've installed and removed the arms a few times just to kind of get them a little broken in. Yeah, these did get stuck, but over and all, with a little bit of jiggling, you can get the arms in yourself without having to resort to a hammer, which honestly I would try to avoid completely and only do as a last resort, because you don't want to slip and hit this with a hammer and crack it beyond repair. So we're going to start off by actually putting in the arms themselves, and then we're actually going to put in the screws and nuts to hold them in place. So the print itself actually has a recession on each side for the nut, and that's actually kind of tight. So you just got to try and get them fitted in. That one popped in. This one's giving me a little bit of trouble. So just keep working it. If you need to, put it on a flat surface and just push in with the end of a screwdriver to try and get it to sit right. There we go. All right, so those are in. Now we're going to put in the screws to hold everything in place. If you want, you can kind of start it, because that's what I kind of sometimes like to do, and then just take your Allen key and tighten it all down. All right, so that's in, and now the other side. And the other nice thing is, with the recession, if the bolt or the nut doesn't go in all the way, as you screw it in, it'll actually tighten everything all together, and that will actually pull the nut into the bolt or screw. And this way, now we have it nice and snug there. I'm gonna make and I just threw my Allen key on the floor, but that's fine. It's the one I don't need right now. But I'm going to take a quick cut here so that I can unscrew this and just save a little bit of time. Okay, so I have the Retaliator open now. Now, I've already taken out the slide on this side. There are ways to do it with the priming handle still on there. I'm just removing it altogether. Plus, it will also make things a lot easier if you ever have to reopen it, because now the hidden screws are no longer hidden. Now, what you want to do is, in my case, I am going to back everything up a little bit here. One, I'm going to remove the jam door because it's just getting in my damn way. So, and don't forget to put that back in, because you don't want, without these covers on, you don't want to leave this open. I've seen other people do it, but I don't understand why you would do it, because you're leaving like dirt and all that other junk to get into your blaster, especially at the, one of the main spots. Now, I do have to take off this piece here, which is my Retaliator Stage 3 kit. And if you go to Orange ModWorks to try and find this, you're actually not going to be able to. As far as I know, Orange ModWorks actually discontinued this pretty much right after they started manufacturing it, because it was, one, kind of overpriced, and two, they had some issues with it. I never had a problem with it, but, to each his own. So, thankfully, I saved all of my parts from when I installed the kit originally, and just gotta find the right spring. Honestly, I think this is it. Yeah, that's not fitting, so. Yep, here is my dart tooth and the original front assembly. So, screw that back in real fast. So this way I can put on my barrel assembly. And reinstall the dart tooth. Oh, did I just do this kind of backwards? Yeah, I did. Okay, well, that's now fixed. What you're going to want to do now at this point is remove your bolt sled and unscrew this piece right here. This is just going to remove the slide off of that end, which you don't need anymore. Now, if you're wondering why my blaster looks so empty, and now the parts in and of itself, these black parts are the parts that are for the Orange ModWorks kit. If you're wondering where everything else is, if you're opening a brand new blaster, go check out my Back to Basics video on modding a Retaliator, and you can see what locks and all that stuff you'd have to remove. Now, so I got everything here. Now what we're going to need, get that guy back in the right way. What you're going to need is these pieces, and these are the pieces that are going into the bolt sled. You put one end on one side and one end in the other hole, and very carefully get everything all realigned and situated, because that's now how the bolt is going to, this is now how you're going to prime it. And it's probably not a lot easier than I'm making it out to look, but then again, I am a spaz. So, yep, there we go. I just gotta get my catch back into place. And this is a 7 kilogram spring from Orange Modworks. It is a beefier spring, and it was pretty much required reading for the Orange Modworks kit, or the stage 3 I should say. I'm leaving that spring in here because I just want the extra power on it. So now that all of this is back together, I am going to close it up, and then we will put the final installation of the pump onto the blaster itself. God, I really forgot how much I hate Orange Modworks. I'll get into that in a little bit because you'll notice there's a little more orange in here, and I'll explain why momentarily. Now, to attach the last part of the blaster, it's very simple. Put on your front barrel attachment. Make sure both of your pieces that connect to the bolt sled are sticking out. Slide the grip on the front here, and then you will see that it starts to push in here a little bit. You're going to have to bend the arms out a little bit and just fit it into the holes best you can, and you'll see it slot in as well once it does. You just take your washer along with the longer, thinner screw, and you just screw it on in. Whoop. Okay, so easier said than done screwing it on in. Let me try actually laying it down. That's why I usually try and pre-thread things like that. So, okay. Yeah. There we go. That's going in nicely. All right, that side's in. Now we just gotta get this side, and we will be all done with this. And that's in. So our Gavinfuzzy Pump Grip is all complete, and now I will give you my final thoughts on the installation and what I think of it. Okay, so everything is all back together now, and you will notice that there's more orange here, and I don't have a metal trigger anymore. That is because I completely gutted the Orange Modworks kit. Reason being is I had forgotten that the plunger replacement for the kit actually was too big to prime properly, so I wound up just getting very frustrated with it, and I just removed everything out of the whole kit because even with the plunger replaced, it still wasn't catching properly. So I said to hell with it, and I just put back all the stock internals. Now, this does have in the 5 kilogram spring that was in the white Retaliator is now in the Sonic Ice Retaliator, so this does have a bit of a beefier spring load, but to show you that the kit has no problem with it, and if you did not see my review video, it still primes very, very smoothly. No problems at all. Again, the installation, super simple. I'm going to do a firing demo just so you can see the actual pump action in action. So I have some Koosh darts and some Nerf Elite darts in here. And just show you a quick firing demo. And it works wonderfully. No jams, no issues priming. It's honestly, it's a great kit. So I'm going to link, in case, again, if you did not see my review, go check that out. I'll leave a link down below. But I'll also link Gavinfuzzy's Etsy page as well if you want to pick up one of these. So that's it for this video. Thank you very much for watching. If you have any questions about the installation, please leave me a comment down below, and I will definitely answer it. I always try and answer all of the comments left on my channel and on my videos. And as always, if you enjoyed this video, please throw me a like and subscribe. Leave a comment down below. Let me know what you think of the channel. Let me know what you think of me. And I will see you guys next time. Later.